So Article 20 was talking about the conviction. No person shall be like protection in respect of conviction for offense. So convicted of any offense except for violation of law in force at the time of commission of act charged as a offense. No person shall be subjected to be penalty greater than crime inflicted under the law in force time of commencement of. So no person shall be like there will be never more penalty as subjected to the person, and there will be no person shall be convicted of any offense except for violation of law. Okay, if he did any violation of law, then only he can be convicted, otherwise no. And law in the force of time commission of act. So no person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offense more than once. And no person accused of any offense shall be compelled to the witness against himself. So he will never be the witness against himself, and no offense will be like double jeopardy will never be there. Okay, so these were Article 20. Now Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. No person shall be deprived of his life and personal liberty except according to the procedure established by law. Article 21 talks about procedure established by law. No person shall be deprived of his life and personal liberty except, so it is talks about personal liberty. And Article 21A, right to education. The state shall provide free and compulsory education to the children and age of 6 to 14. Inserted 86 Constitutional Amendment 2002. Right of children to free and compulsory education 2009. Protection against arrest and detention. So no person who is arrested shall be, Article 22. If someone is arrested, so no person shall be arrested, detained in custody without being informed, detained the right to consult and be defended by legal practitioners. So if I am detained in some matter, then I will firstly to inform from the higher court, then they will give me the choice that I should consult to a legal practitioners, and shall be produced in a court within a period of 24 hours. Okay, so I shall be produced in the court in 24 hours and shall not be detained in custody beyond the said period without the authority of magistrate. So their magistrate authority will be superior. Article 22 1 and 2 doesn't apply to enemy aliens. So it is not for enemy aliens and person arrested or detained under preventive detention. So preventive detention is a different kind of cultured article. And preventive detention is the imprisonment of a person to prevent him from committing further offense. No law can authorize a preventive detention for a period of longer than 3 months. So the 3 months are given in the preventive detention, and the imprisonment of the person to prevent from committing further offense. So he should not commit for the further offense. That's why there is a preventive detention, and that shall be only for 3 months. And in order to extend the period of preventive detention larger than 3 months. Okay. So an advisory body constitute higher court judge shall be constituted, and detained person shall be given an opportunity to detain in the court also. Now the next one is right against exploitation. Article 23, prohibition of traffic in human being and forced labor. Trafficking in the human being, beggary and forced labor prohibited. Exception, state can impose compulsory service for public purpose. So public purpose like can be there. Okay. Article 24, prohibition of employment of children in factories. No child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory, mines, engaged in any kind of hazardous employment. Now Article 25 to 28. These are the right to freedom of religion. So freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion. Article 25. All persons are equally entitled to freedom of conscience, a right freely to profess, practice and propagate religion. The article does not prevent the state from making law. regulate or restrict any economic, financial, political, secular activity associated with religion practice, and provision for social welfare reform in throwing Hindu religion institution of public character of all classes and Hindus. Article 26 is what it say about. It says about to manage own affairs, matters in religion, to own and acquire movable, immovable property, to administer such property according with the law, to establish, maintain institution for religion and charitable purposes. Article 27, what it says, no person shall be compelled to pay any tax for the promotion of maintenance of any particular religion or religion denomination. So no tax will be paid for the promotion of maintenance of particular religion. No religion in instruction shall be provided in any education institution wholly maintained out of the state fund. Okay, so if maintained out of the state fund, then there will never be any kind of educational institution will be provided. Education institution administered by the state but established under the endowment of a state shall impart religious instruction. If that is not under the state, then shall be like impart the religious instructions. Okay, but it shall be like instructions from the educational institution. So educational institution recognized by the state or receiving aid at small funds. Now Article 28. It not demanded any person to take part in religious instructions and not demand any person to attend any religious worship without his will. If I am not willing to to take any religious worship, then they can't do this to give me any religious worship. If such person is a minor, his guardian has to given his consent to attend any religious worship. Like if I just want to go to the church, then my parents will allow to me to go there. Then after, if I am minor, then after I will go there, otherwise I can't go there. So religious instruction shall be provided in any education institution wholly maintained on the of the out of the state fund. So there will never be any state fund, and education institution administered by the state but established under the endowment of trust shall impart religious instruction. If there is a institution which is imparted by trust, then it can give the religious instructions. Okay, and that can be like after the consultation of the state also. So cultural and educational rights, Article 29 and 20 and 30. Okay, so right to consent, distinct language, script and culture. Language, script and culture is Article 29. Conserve it. What to do it? Conserve it. Okay, an educational institution maintained or added out of state fund cannot deny admission of ground of religion, race, caste and language. You can't discriminate on the matter of religion, race, caste and language. Okay, Article 30 is for solely for the minority and right to establish and administer educational institution for the minorities and their religion and language. And state shall not discriminate any minority educational institute based on the religion and language. So that was the Article 29 and 30. Now right not applicable to foreign nation. So which rights are not applicable to foreigners? So some articles are not given to the foreigners, which is Article 15, Article 16, Article 19 and Article 29 and Article 30. So these 5 articles are not given to the foreigners. 15 article is what? Right against discrimination, right to equality in public employment, and right to freedom of speech and expression, and right to language, script and culture, and right to establish, administrate the educational institution. These rights are solely for the Indian citizens, and other than that, right to contest in the election and right to vote is also given to the only Indians. Now right to constitutional remedy, Article 32. Article 32 is the right to constitutional remedy. So there are some kind of writs given. One is habeas corpus, second is mandamus, third is prohibition, fourth is quo warranto, and third is certiorari. So these writs are given. So Article 32 says the right to move the Supreme Court by appropriate proceeding for the enforcement of rights in guaranteed. The Supreme Court can issue direction or orders or writ for enforcement of rights, and Parliament may by law empower any other court to exercise all or any of the power exercised by the Supreme Court, and the right guaranteed by the article shall not be suspended except otherwise provided for the Constitution. So these are the Article 32. If there is appropriate proceeding for the enforcement of right to guaranteed, and the Supreme Court can issue direction in order to writs for enforcement of rights of fundamental rights, and Parliament may by law empower any other court to exercise all over any of the powers exercised by the Supreme Court of Clause 2. So these were important articles. Now article I'm discussing about 37 to 51 DPSP, directive principle of state policy. Okay, so it is these principles are fundamental in the government of a country and shall apply these principles in making law. So article 38, the state. Article 38, the state shall strive to promote welfare of people, securing promoting social order. The state shall strive to minimize the inequality and eliminate the inequality in status, facilities and opportunity. Article 39, what is the Article 39? It says about certain principle of policy to followed, that citizen, men, women equally have right to adequate means of livelihood, equal distribution and control of material resources, that operate the economic system does not result in concentration of wealth and means of production. There is equal pay for equal work for the men and women. The men, women and children from being abused or forced by economic necessity to enter the vocation unsuited their age and strength. So children are like opportunities, facilities for to development of their healthy manner, and freedom and dignity also provided, and protected against exploitation. So these are some article in Article 39, sorry. Article 39A, free legal aid. 39A, what is that? Free legal aid. So it is the justice and free equal justice and free legal aid. A state shall provide legal aid by suitable legislation, ensure justice to all citizens. Article 40 is for the panchayat, organization of village panchayat. The state shall organize panchayat and empower them function unit of self government. Article 41 is right to work, right to education and public assistance in certain cases. State shall make provision for securing right to work, to education and to public assistance, employment, old age and sickness. Article 43, state shall endeavour to recover decent standard of life, providing work to all workers. So Article 43 is the decent standards and providing the work to all workers like agricultural, industrial and other employment, enjoyment of social cultural opportunities and cottage industry and industry of cooperatives. Article 43A is secure participation of worker in the management of undertaking and establishment of the undertakings. Article 44 is the Uniform Civil Code. Article 45 provision for free and compulsory education for the children. Article 46 is promotion of education and economic interest of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Article 47, duty of state to raise the level of nutrition and standard of living, improve the public health, to prohibit the consumption except medical purpose of intoxicant drinks. Article 48, to organize agriculture and animal husbandry, to take steps preserving and improving the breed, to prohibit the slaughter of cow. Article 48A, protection of improvement of environment and safeguarding the forest and wildlife. Article 49, protection of monuments and places of object national importance. And Article 50, separation of judiciary from the executive. And Article 51 is international peace and security, promote international peace, security and just honorable relation between the nation, and foster respect the international law, treaty obligations and settlement of international dispute arbitration.